Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review. I'm going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 3 of season 9. These couples are doing it, especially Mia and Jacqueline, fighting for position. Kiarna's letting them know she's coming back really quick. They can hardly keep up. Jassie's is trying to keep the peace. What's her name? The group Stacey is clueless yet again. She got Karen's back. She don't understand what's the issue. Girl, have you watched any of these shows? do you know what you've gotten yourself into? You from Detroit? Girl, you're the only one I know of from Detroit that has this this mindset, I guess. Girl, I ain't seen you got to fight and drag out and cuss out, but girl, I guess, is she friends with Christina from Love and Marriage Detroit? I mean, they seem like such an opportune pair. Woo-wee. Well, before we really get into it, let's have a little housekeeping. Thank you for tuning in, and please like if you haven't already. Comment, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't done that by clicking that bell, making sure it's black. All right. And then and share it if you want to. Appreciate it very much. And I only need 884 more subscribers to start monetization. Yes, I'm on my way. So Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, we left off with the cliffhanger, right? Remember my last review of episode 4? I played for you a little montage of what the ladies was talking about after they ended credits for episode 4. And they had like a little, sneak peek. Pretty much they continued it at the beginning of episode 5 where, Mia and her friend Joy pretty much cooperated and told that what's her name? Karen had butt dialed, was drinking, left the bar, whatever, in her car, drinking, butt dialed. They didn't hear a man on the other side. They didn't hear nobody on the other side. They only heard Karen say, "The girls think I'm with Ray." Well, ain't that nothing? She could have been talking to anybody. She could have been talking to Giselle. She could have been talking to anybody, but they just had to make it seem like she cheating on Ray. They need to stop that. Just because they some loose puss don't mean Karen is too. Just saying. So pretty much Mia spoke on Karen's butt dial, right? And pretty much Joy confirmed Mia's deception and just holding on to this news for 3 years. And that shocked Stacey. 3 years? This happened 3 years ago? I thought it may have happened last week. Just, I thought so too. But 3 years, really? Mia talked about she been holding on just in case or whatever the case may be. But then she said, well, she attacked my friend. I don't like her calling my friend a liar. Well, you a liar. Girl, if you don't shut up. So pretty much after dinner, they pretty much said what they had to say about all that. And Karen was like, no, that wasn't happening. And, you tried it, have fun. Anyway, then here come Ashley bringing up the rear when Mia and Jacqueline talking like, you're the MVP. Shut up with your big forehead. I don't like Ashley. I don't like her. Out the gate, I'm talking mess. I mean, come on now. So pretty much, Mia's making up narratives. And that's that on that. Stacey goes out to talk to her man TJ on the phone, and she introduces him to Wendy. It's her birthday. She's just introducing him to the ladies via, the phone. Not via the phone. Just hell and Pastor. Oh boy. Anyway, so he's and then Jassy comes over. He says hi to her. And then, so pretty much she's just trying to say hi. And he said, okay, love you, bye. But you're not going to say back to me. So I'll just end the phone call now. And she was like, I miss you too. Love you too. Bye. Oh, how cute. So next we see Mia talking to Jacqueline, just putting more stank on shit with G. Just making him seem like he's this manic man who can't survive without her, and he's erratic and all this, that, and the third. Come on now. I mean, if it was all that, then you would definitely not want him around the kids if you weren't there. And every responsible and accountable mother would feel the same way and do that. So let's not even go there. He ain't that bad, Mia. I mean, he's been like this for a while and ain't nothing happened. So what's the problem? Next, we see Adora and Angel's cap and gown ceremony. That's why just Hale had to leave the group, but she's on her way back. And it was a real nice ceremony. Pastor, their dad, gave a little tribute to their dad, to their granddad, and just pretty much, bigged him up. We all know what he said about Jamal. We ain't gonna go there. But it was a real nice cap and gown ceremony. I thought they were much younger than that. I guess they're just a year. She just had them back to back, her two. You know what? A lot of women do that when they get into a situation with a man with money. They tend to have two kids real close together, like bam, bam. But then she ended up with twins, so she had three. Ain't that cute? Next, we see it's Wendy's birthday. It's the breakfast, and they're shading Karen again. And then Mia shaded by Kiarna for trying to shade Karen because Kiarna came to Karen's defense about what's all this bash Karen session. Let's get out of rest. Plus, it's Wendy's birthday. And of course, Wendy over there screaming and Karen on. She just, of course, making it all about her, which she should. I mean, it's the big 4-0, and a lot of silly girls do that. Just make it all about them all the time, every 2.3 seconds. So Mia pretty much shaded Kiarna mentioning the scar on her head, and then Kiarna said, "Let's not talk about the face. Let's not talk about the face." And she's moving her hand under her chin from left to right, which is an obvious jab at Mia's pockmarks. Girl, that's molded. So they shade each other back and forth, and then here come Ashley in her forehead talking about, so I know you don't want to talk about your scar, but what did you do with your scar? Like, didn't she just say, now Karen is upset, banging, crying, yelling, screaming, hollering, like I am now about her scar. And here come Ashley in her forehead asking questions about the scar. Girl, you lucky you didn't get doused in on your forehead with all that going on. So pretty much, she stormed out Kiarna talking about her face, and she didn't want to talk about it. And pretty much it's under litigation, like Karen, some stuff going on behind the scenes. But they all know about it, So Kiarna pretty much came back, after getting a little pep talk. You got to relax, relate, release. And pretty much you just don't talk about my face, period. Just don't do it. Thank you very much. And that was it. Then Karen, child, wait a minute. Karen goes in on Jacqueline. Now, apparently Karen been doing some investigation reporting because Karen pretty much asked Jacqueline how to go on with her PP. That's her man, her baby daddy, who she calls, plentiful penis or something that references how big his Johnson is. Girl, really? How crass. And so Karen then said, "Oh, so how's he doing with those 25 convictions? Is that something that you guys working on as well?" Oh, man, just looking at Jacqueline like, girl, she just smiling like, girl, what she gonna say? What she gonna say? Come on, Mia, you ain't got no clap back. Ooh, child, what really going on? So Jacqueline pretty much took offense. She had to get up after sitting next to Karen, hearing all that mess, and pretty much Karen was like, "Listen, you gonna come for me? Then you need to be ready for any and everything that could come out of my mouth." And pretty much you got to fight fire with fire, and that was pretty cold. That was pretty trifling. And Stacey just dumbfounded, but feels Karen is justified. Oh boy! Now, anywho, so then Wendy pulls up her glass to toast after all that, and was like, "Oh, y'all ready to toast to a better day?" She's like, "Yeah, better day. Let's leave all this right here where it was. It was something, so we're gonna leave it right here. Let's just toast to a better day. We're gonna do and say and have a greater day, and just we're gonna do something better." She was trying to end the conversation on a better, lighter note, because I was deep. I mean, Jacqueline was about to cry again. Girl, well, so apparently, I'll say it. So apparently, her man is a cop, and he had a lot of issues, and now he's working elsewhere, and he's doing fine. That's pretty much Jacqueline in a nutshell said about her man. Like, he's not even here to defend himself. This is just so low. Well, Karen don't care. And possibly Karen could be going through withdrawal. And when you're going through withdrawal, anything crazy come out your mouth. So who knows? So then we see Mia and Jacqueline and Ashley discussing possibly putting Karen in rehab. Ooh, that was cold. That was cold-blooded. And there's things because of how she is. I guess she want to put her and Jean in the rehab, I guess. So yeah, talking about her 8 counts. That's up. And then Stacey walk in when they pull up the stuff online about Karen, because Stacey's like, "What is all this about Karen? I mean, I don't understand." And they show her, well, this is what it is. So Mia on her phone shows Stacey all of the different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts of something as to why she is in trouble now. And she has more than 2 DUIs. There's all kind of stuff Mia was pulling up. And then Stacey was like, "This is just too much. I just came to ask what was going on, but this is just way too much." So then Stacey goes back out, pulls Karen aside, and then Kiarna comes over and says, "What's going on? What happened? What's going on?" And then and then Stacey was telling Karen, "Well, I just had a disturbing conversation with Mia and Jacqueline." Now, she didn't say Forehead was over there. But anywho, because Forehead was pretty much quiet, at least during the taping part that we saw. And so Stacey was just giving the info, the deets on what they were discussing about putting Karen in rehab. And Karen was like, "What?" Karen was looking like, "Girl, what? Are you serious?" And then she said, "Well, that's not all of it." And then she said, "And now they're bringing up all these different counts of what you did, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm just speechless about all of this. And I just can't believe it." And girl, believe it, Stacey, you ain't watching that show. You ain't seen no Housewives show. Girl, they do a lot more than this. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I can't wait for Karen to come back about this rehab stuff, child. OMG. That was it for Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all. It was kind of funny. Oh, happy birthday, Wendy. Welcome to the 40s, girl. Welcome to the 40s. Anyway, that was it, y'all. Please come back again and we can have fun. All right, then. Bye. RAERAES,